How's it going, everyone? It's Reversal Trader King, where I catch you guys bottoms and tops in the stock market. I want to do a quick update on FFIE, as a lot of people are trying to figure out, is this the like little rally we had? Because it was briefly short. It was green for a little bit. Looks like we're bouncing on the EMA 20 on a lower time frame, which is very nice to see. Because what you usually see is a new move higher up to here. But I'm going to show you guys this system, and if you guys want to have this system on your charts and actually learn how to actual trade, get in early instead of chasing, do join the premium Discord down below into the YouTube comments. It's only $6 a month. Hope to see you guys there. But here's what we're gonna see for FFIE. We had a big move up, and we're coming back down. I love actually taking these trades under the EMA 20, and I'll show you guys exactly why I love doing it. After you see this trade under the EMA 20, everyone was extremely scared. Everyone was like, oh man, this sucks. But we had a very clear support right here at this bottom candle here that is acting, very good. I remember after hours, it went under it briefly, and everyone was starting to panic. But what I like about this is, if you know this system and you know where price reverts to the mean, when you had this big move down, a lot of the times you're going to have little corrections and dead cat bounces. And so from this candle all the way up to here, we went back to the EMA 5, and that is your short-term reversion to the mean, and even EMA 20. So if you look at it, from a low of 39 cents all the way to a high of, we went to 75. I mean, you're looking at some monster returns right in here. Can we keep doing that and keep rinsing and repeating this? So here's how I want to trade. I showed you guys how to do bottom reversals. I loved FFIE for my bread and butter type of plays when it was at 4 cents. And right in here, in hindsight, no one can, I don't know if anyone like rode it all the way up. But where I liked it was down here is because of the reversion to the mean strategy. We're closer to the bottom band ATR, and what we do is we look for the EMA 10 correction and EMA 20 correction. And right there would give you 20 to 30% consistent returns. And if you look at this over and over again, the more likely you are at the bottom band is where you revert to the mean, as you can see here and here. And if you guys don't know what exponential moving average is, you don't have to know the science, but do know is that price will revert to that, and that is called your reversion to the mean. When price goes really far down, it goes up. And the reason why I'm showing this is because I'm going to show you guys when we're under the EMA 20 what to do. Right in here is another trade here that we took with the team. It went way below. We're making sure we only take the entries under the EMA 5, and it reverts to the EMA 10 to a T and EMA 20 to a T. All price does that. And what happens is when it's at the EMA 20 is when it makes that big move up or down. So what I like to see for best risk versus reward is we have 2 days now of not hitting the EMA 5. And I briefly explained this with CRKN. Same little strategy, right? We have this big move down. We're at the EMA 20. Guess what happens? We're under the EMA 20. We had this massive move up, making big returns. And FFIE, kind of the same pattern. We go down below the EMA 20, everyone panics, and then almost recovers that whole candle to a T. So now we have 2 days of EMA 5. And when I say 2 days, right here on this candle, you can see we were touching the EMA 5 on June 3rd. And now right in here, we have not touched the EMA 5 since. We tried to rush up to it, but it could not do it. And so we're back down. So if anything that doesn't touch your EMA 5 in 5 daily candles is extremely long. So we look for, when there's massive volume on stocks like this, 100 million, they will keep retesting that. So, and we have to realize too is we're going to hit this EMA 10 for that bounce and back down. What I would love to see is price just bam goes right over all these EMAs and makes a new uptrend for a new high up in here. But I say this to everyone. We never take the trades when it's at the upper band. I showed you guys bottom reversal trades. We take the trades at the bottom band and we short the trades at the upper band. That's just how these things work because we know things are going to revert to their mean, and this thing got out of hand. It could have made tons of money just looking at the lower time frames for nice entries to short this, and guess where price went to is the EMA 5, 10, and then 20. So we are at the correction zone. This is where you can put your stop loss, like I tell everyone, right here at this low candle here, and you try to ride this up until it doesn't give anymore. I think this does have more in the tank. I think a lot of people are probably misunderstanding this stock and don't really understand, the charting wise. People are, you got to realize is when something goes, people are like sheep. They rush to the next stock that is moving, right? A lot of people, because they don't like waiting. They want to see things moving. They want to see their money going. And if they see things going down, they're like, okay, I'm out. And then it just shoots up the day they leave. It's because people like excitement. They don't like to have patience, and they don't like to read the charts, and they don't like to understand it, right? So when you see like all these things, everything is doing exactly what the algos want it to do. We see the EMA5 touch, we're going to have another EMA5 touch, but eventually we're going to touch this EMA10, which is at 70 cents, and it's going to fluctuate. Because as you can see, it's 70 cents today, but the day before it was 74. It lost 4 cents. So you got to keep that in mind. You want to have enough room up to that EMA10 with your average down. I know this is not a stock. It's not, how, what it used to be. It's not going to do that big move like it had before. That is your big initial push. You can get these second squeezes, but they're not ever really going to be as big because people like to, go away and chase another stock. And that's just how these things work, right? So what we have here is a nice little setup for another short-term bounce. I'm not going to ever, say these are going to make massive moves, but we are setting up for a short-term bounce. We tried on the 15-minute charts, as we are right now, trying to form an area of the EMA 20 here. It works for anything. The EMA 20, once we go away from here, we go back down to hit the EMA 5, 10, and 20, and then we make that next move up higher up in here. That's what we're trying to do on this intraday time frame. Looks like you could have had amazing actually entry rate in here. At the beginning of the day, we hit the 15-minute at the lower band, making nice entries on the lower time frame, getting you in at 46 cents, and right now it's at 54, so not too shabby, right? So it's good to use intraday time frames along with what is your daily candle saying. The daily candle tells us, should we be buying period? And then we go to smaller time frames to see, okay, what is the good entries to get in at? And that's what we're looking at. I would like to see a day or two more of EMA 5 distance, a little under more, and shoot back up to that 5 or the EMA 10. That's my conclusion on this. This is FFIE. This thing is a money-making machine if you actually play it right. I know a lot of people got lured in from the influencers, the pumpers, and they got into the $1, above $1, $2, $3. I get it. You just got to learn from it, guys. Don't get sucked into it. A lot of these people have no idea with charts. They just know how to pump, and they release their bags to the people who are, to their followers that are buying it. I try to keep it real. We never would have bought it up in this ATR ranges. This is an ATR 4. This went to an 8 average to range, which is insane. I've never seen stocks go past 8 in the history of the stock market, period. Never have seen it. And if you look at my settings here, you will see like this was insane. Easiest short ever at an 8 ATR here. Going here, goes down, it goes back up here for another short, it goes straight back down. It's just not going to happen. I don't care what kind of squeeze you're looking at, guys. Because after a while, I said 5 days of not touching EMA 5 is rare. Guess what happens? You're way up at the 390. The EMA 5 was at $1.20. And guess what it does to a T? It hits $1.20. And that's a massive downside move. And then it pumps up a little from that little EMA 5 bounce, and then it goes back down. This right here is how I do like to play the momentum trades. Because as you can see, we're under the EMA 20, and we have massive distance to that EMA 5. We know it has to hit EMA 5. We know that. That's your short-term reversion to the mean. So if you're way under it, just like if you're way above it, this makes it like a very short-term, like a very easy short. I don't care what anybody says. Like, everybody was buying it. That's the short right there. And now, just like everyone was panicking, that's your buy right down in this area for that quick EMA 5 bounce. And what does it do? It does touch it. Right here, it touches it and makes a nice return. So always buy under the EMA 5. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. Use intraday time frames. I recommend the 15-minute on this strategy. And look, we're going to use an ATR 4, and we're going to look for, we're going to look for under close to the bottom band. So for intraday time frames, you look for that entry there. If it doesn't show, it doesn't show. You don't get in. And that's how you want to play it, guys. So I hope you guys like this video on FFIE. This is my update. We're going to look for a retouch of the EMA 5. And I think we should get an EMA 10 here very soon. So I would love for these bands to start curling up and start seeing a big bounce from there. Right now, this is the this right here is where you can make a lot of money just in the bounces in and out, bounces in and out, bounces in and out. Before it makes that big move, because it's going to take a while before it makes that big move, in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my analysis. I really like making these videos for you guys. I like to keep it real talk, simple analysis, technical analysis that actually works, right? So what we want to do is, if you guys do want to actually have this system and learn more about how do I trade, how do I do my entries, I give you guys my bread and butter type of trades. I look for the bottom reversals that are at the bottom band with time distance to that EMA 5 and to make you guys nice conservative gains of 10 to 20% consistently. And that's what I want to do for you guys. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, click the link down below. Into the YouTube comments. I'll pin a comment that says join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. And when you click that in the YouTube comments, it takes you to this free chat landing page. What you want to do is read how to subscribe. Very good knowledge. Also avoid scammers, because a lot of people are going to use my name and logo and try to DM you. I will never DM you first, so do keep that in mind. If you want to subscribe, just hit premium chat over here. And under the subscriptions tab, when you hit premium chat, it will opt you to subscribe for only $6 a month or 20 cents a day. It is probably one of the best deals, and a lot of people are like saying you're undercutting yourself. And in a way, I am. But also, not everyone has thousands of dollars to trade. I've been there and I've done that, and I've worked my butt off to get to a big account. So I know what it's like to have only $500 or $1,000 starting out. And if I keep the fee at $6 a month, any trader can do that and get their $6 and make way over that every month. That's the goal in this Discord, is to help you guys make as much money as possible, and then with my time and effort, you pay a small token. So if you do subscribe, do it on computer for only $6 a month. RTK Swing Trades, this section right here is going to give my exact alerts on when I buy. You will get notified on your phone if you're at work or whatever. You can see my actual entries and my exits. I don't just get in and leave you guys empty-handed. I'm going to tell you guys when I exit trades too. Education videos, how to properly accumulate, how to set up your chart like mine. You want to watch these. RTK Journal is the best thing I did. I started doing this because a lot of people, I'm here to prove that I can win over 95% of my trades. So I'm going to record them in my journal, and you can see my wins and losses with my trades I'm in and my averages. You will always know what stock I'm in. You never have to guess. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This is FFIE. This is technical analysis that works, that makes sense. We're never throwing darts. We're getting precise entries, and that's how we do it. This was a money-making machine. I still repeat, this has been a very nice trade. If you did exactly how I would trade it, you guys could make lots of money. In this system, like I say, you want to have it for yourself so you see it day in and day out, and there's always another opportunity to trade, guys. So I hope FFIE, what our prediction is, it's going to hit the EMA 10 here rather shortly, but EMA 5 very soon, making you that nice 10 to 20% return. And I want to see a move up in here in this gap area, the buck range here. We'll see if we get that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the premium Discord. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you feel about it, and peace out.